Hey guys, Ancap24 coming back with the second setup for Salem. And what we're going to do here is go ahead and show you a setup that we're going to get our running back involved with a nice table route, how we can get him a little bit more space with some adjustments here and kind of how it beats all coverages. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And what we're going to do is you want to make sure you're running this to the wide side of the field. So if we're going to run it stock, you want to make sure in the right hash. If you want to go ahead and flip it, you can run it from the left hash. It's not really a, you have to be all in one hash or the other. Just make sure that you're running to the wide side. So what we're going to do here is make sure that we're going to block our tight end, okay? And then we're going to motion him to the left-hand side. We do that for a couple reasons. You see how the people go ahead and do with their shifting? We want that B to be a little bit more wide right, and we want this X to be a little bit closer to the lineman here in order to make this the best splits possible. And then we'll just put this RB on and in. So really the only adjustments is block your tight end, motion him left, and then put the RB in and in. What that does is it goes ahead and lets us attack some of these coverages differently. And typically my first read is always going to be this wide receiver. And against cover 4, you're going to have an opportunity to dump it off to him really quickly. And really that's kind of the one thought there. RB is going to be that second route that you're going to be able to look at. And then you continue your eyes to the B receiver is typically how I do it with most coverages. So let's go ahead and look at here. Y is going to be able to get underneath this coverage. That guy goes ahead and drives him back. And we're going to get some good yardage because of it. That inside release from the position that we put this X receiver really does a good job of making sure that we are able to drive those people back when it comes to most of the coverages, which makes the ability of making a user have to do it or put a hard flat out there. So again, here against cover 4, see how that guy goes out there. That time the guy went ahead and jumped it. If they jump it, you're going to be able to hit that X receiver. That's the way it works on a hard flat as well. So I just want to make sure you see that 1-2 read on the left-hand side. Someone jumps it with a hard flat, you throw it behind him. So let's go ahead and look at cover 3 now. So let's look at cover 3. And when we go against curl flats, we're going to have a lot more success than cloud flats on this because of the way that the X receiver goes ahead and drives back that DB with that route. It goes right at him and it kind of goes up the field. So we'll see if you see curl flats, that you see that guy's backing up, backing up, backing up. You're going to see that you're going to be able to throw that, wait a little bit, and get some really good yardage because of it. You know, as you see that guy's backing up, let him back up a little bit more. He's not going to come down, so you can get that extra second. Will give you some more separation to get more yards. However, if you're going to go ahead and go against the cloud flats, which I'll base the line here, you're going to see that you should expect about 2 to 3 yards. This isn't a play that I'm going to go for on 4th and 3 and be confident in it. 4th and 1, yes, I'm going to be able to get catch this ball and get some yardage, right? But not. I'm not expecting more than 2 yards on this play. It's kind of just a short yard throw. Something if you're getting a blitzer, you can dump it off to. But the cloud flats does a good job of rallying down on this play. Okay, so you see here, we're going to wait, and so we'll throw it here, and you're going to see about that 3-yard mark. Unless you can make a move, or if you're going against a guy that you can break a tackle with, running back versus DB, you definitely have that opportunity to get some more yards out of it. But as far as first contact goes, you should expect it at the 2 to 3 yard mark, unless you make a user juke or whatever the case on that player. So that's why cloud flats is maybe not the best throw here if you're looking for a lot of yards, but we do have a second option when it comes to cover 3. So let's go ahead and look at it. I'm going to base the line. We'll go against curl flats first. And what we'll do is the same setup. And what we're going to do is play the right side of the field. And I like this option because a lot of times people are going to sell out for that table route as a middle linebacker user. And we're going to be able to hit this B as he comes across. But even if he doesn't, if they just play the zones perfectly, you're still going to have that option when it comes to this. So let's watch this here. You see as the Y, we could throw it to him, but we're going to wait a second. And we're going to wait until this B gets across the field. And we're going to catch that ball with possession catch over the middle. Now, you're going to see that that was against the curl flats. We can do this again against the cloud flats now, the blue ones, and have the same success. And that's kind of what we're looking at when we come to, if we don't like the ability to that player's not going backwards on the left side here, and we don't want to throw it to the Y, this will be the second option. So let's go here. You'll see here that the RB goes across, and now we're going to throw it to this player here, and we're good to go against cloud flats. So that's why I really like this against the cover 3. And let's go ahead and take a look at cover 2 now. So now let's look at cover 2, and you're going to see that when we do this motion, and get this X to get up the field, Y is going to do a good job of getting underneath cover 2 coverage and really just be able to kind of catch it very similar to what curl flat would look like. And you're going to get yourself 8 to 10 yards without really having too much struggle if you're going against a cloud flat coverage. Now, if they do underneath coverage where they're doing any type of hard flats, whether it's cover 2, cover 3, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to hit this X receiver on his break to the outside because of the fact that they're playing underneath coverage and allowing you to get that throw. So say here, we're going to try to throw it to the Y. Nope, they got this coverage. We're going to go ahead and throw this to this X receiver, and we're going to have a nice easy catch. Now, basically, that's the best two ways. If they want to try to do something where they take the middle linebacker and they kind of go ahead and try to take out the table route, then you're going to have this extra receivers here on the right-hand side to really be able to make it work. So you really can't do that, in order to do it. So I'm just going to put the middle linebacker on that. Let's see if I got that right. Nope, I didn't get that right. So let's just put that middle linebacker on the running back just to kind of simulate it. And if they go ahead and sell out, you're going to see that we got two crossing routes here that we're going to be able to throw in the middle where that guy's supposed to be. And you're going to be able to kind of allow that to be in your benefit, guys. So that's how you do it against coverage. So let's look at man coverage. And I'm going to do the same progressions as I normally would, where I'm going to look at the Y first. I don't know what it's man coverage right away. Sometimes it could be press and not know. So what I'm going to do is look at him. If he's not open, which typically is not going to be unless there's a mix-up, the user doesn't go over there, or maybe two players, kind of shield each other to get to that player. I'm not going to throw it to him. I'm going to go to the B or the RB or the B in that order. So let's kind of look at it. Let's look at the Y. Is he open? Not really. Let's look at the RB. We'll throw it to him, and we'll be able to catch that ball and get some yardage, right? So that's basically, my 1-2 read to start off with. That was a little close when it comes to, throwing to the RB. We had a good angle, look a little closer than it was because I was on the left side when I threw it. But you can definitely see that if that guy's not beating his man the way we want him to, then we can go ahead, that time he would be, and we would throw it to him. If we're not, we can definitely go to the B receiver, or we can go ahead and, what we showed you before, is be able to hit this X receiver when he cuts up the field, where you're really going to have to notice this. Like if you're looking at the Y and you see, okay, all right, now the X is open, we can throw it to him, right? That's just kind of one of those weird routes that if you have the right combination, you can. But typically speaking, I'm going to go Y, RB, and B. Those are my three progressions. So again, I'm going to pretend like the Y is not open, RB is not open, and then we're going to go ahead and wait for this B, and you can see how he gets open. It's just a little bit longer of a route, especially if they get a good press. So you're going to need to have the protection. That's why we do leave our tight end in, guys. So that is this play. That is our setup, and we'll come back with one more setup. Appreciate it, guys. And